Previously, our heroes escaped the treasonous Baron of Gaunt and his ally, Robin's brother Darren. When they reached safety, Apophis was forced to heal Discordia, revealing himself to her and Robin as an outlaw priest of Ra. Now, Apophis must decide what to tell the others, and Discordia must answer some questions about the magic ritual she performed in her room.
All right, so
No.
Get out. That's
yeah, the soldiers are very well trained to know when they're not supposed to pay attention. And Quintus, this is I don't know what's going on over there. You come over and start talking to them, and they talk with you, and and talk about the weather, and let's get an early start. And how quick do you think you can get your troops ready? These guys are all pretty much about ready to go.
Right.
Yeah. And
So,
her tent's still pitched. Obviously, since half the camp was just in there. So anyway.
as we go along, I want to see if I can get any more information out of him about what he thinks might be going on in the mountains, but that's just his subplot.
Well, actually, I had him tell you what he was willing to tell you.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So what he already told you is what he told
Okay.
you. That's probably kind of happening about now too.
All right.
Yeah. When I come out too, I want to, when I come out from my tent, I want to detect magic. I want to see if there's like any heroes following us. If there's any, do I feel like something watching us?
Nope.
No? Okay.
No magic.
No
But
magic.
that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, well, a good friend of mine, a new friend of mine, just encouraged that, so.
Are there any private conversations happening on the road?
Yeah, at some point, as we're riding along in your newly renewed state, just kind of bring the horse alongside and Discordia, you're looking much better today.
Thank you. Thank you. It turns out I had a few things in my bag of tricks that were medicinal in their nature and very useful.
Oh. I've seen that blacksmith. He can't fit in any bag you have.
True that, true that.
I
I haven't had a chance to thank you for getting me out of the castle. I hear that you thought quickly and got my gear and myself.
I hope I found most of your things. I tried to prioritize things that were shinier and more alchemical looking. I don't know.
I'm sure if there's anything that it's something we could be replaced.
Yeah, the 300 milliliter beaker is gone.
Oh.
Do you know how hard those are
I got
to
the
get?
Erlenmeyer flask though.
To order those all the way from Saratov.
No, sorry.
But it's fine. It's fine.
Well, I have to say, I mean, you know the scene I must have come upon. I don't know what your memories have left you from where you were in the room, but clearly you just completed some ritual magic there, and you looked, well, deeply affected would be an understatement. I mean, you looked the verge of death.
I think that had to do, I mean, Darren attacked me and he beat me up pretty bad, and afterwards I did try to do a spell that could bring some strength back to myself, and I guess in my state I just didn't set up some of the fields right, and it didn't really do much more than drain me even further. It's probably a really good thing that you came along, because who knows if any of the Blackfields had found me, what they could have done. I would have been in no means to match or fight or escape or do anything. So again, Alice, I'm in your debt.
Well, I didn't want to mention it in front of the others, but in fact it is more fortunate than you know that I came right when I did. I think your spell must have gone awry because your room was on fire when I arrived. I was barely able to get you out.
Really? Well, then I am truly in your debt.
I feel most fortunate to have come at just the right moment.
Well done.
Have you ever had a spell go so awry? I mean, were you...
Oh, it happens all the time.
Oh,
I burned the lab down twice.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know much about Bardic College, but we do have the fundamentals of some ritual spell casting there, and I hope perhaps with time to be able to do a bit of spell casting myself as I advance in my studies, although certainly not like a true wizard such as yourself, maybe some hedge magic.
ah, well, there's some interesting things. Maybe we could teach you a thing or two. I have some good books you might like.
Oh, I'm a fan. Books.
All right, I think we established
Yep.
that you're not telling him everything. Okay.
But I definitely want to get in there to make her feel like she set the place on fire.
Yeah, you did that.
So that if God
You did
has
that.
lasting damage, it's clearly or whatever. Maybe or she can celebrate that. I mean, maybe she's fucking happy she did it. Whatever, one way or another.
One of the conversation I know I'm gonna have is with him.
So I want to ask a question first,
Okay.
though.
Mhm.
Maybe this relates to the conversation. I mean, have put two and two together here. You think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
So I guess we'll be riding up the road. They're having their conversation. I do always so goes. So Hef.
Yeah.
You were listening in.
I might have heard a thing or two.
And
You're not just a blacksmith, basically, right?
correct. I am an outlaw in the Church of Set.
Oh, then we're in the same group. I'm an outlaw too,
Okay.
in my own way.
In your own way. Yes. In my own way, the Church of Set consider me an outlaw.
Well, I don't have a problem with that.
Shouldn't you guys be playing air guitar?
I'm not exactly a fan of the Church of Set.
Oh.
No.
Well, if you ever need assistance in that area, feel free to come talk to me.
We can be allies in that, I think. So, who do you worship? Which one of the group do you follow?
The opposite of Set, Ra himself.
Okay, I really don't know much about him. I'm supposed probably I
The
probably
god-
just know a
the
little
god
bit.
of the god of light, the
Oh.
god of the sun.
All right. Well, that's
Every day
good.
his
That's
blessings
good.
come down to us.
That's good. Then you're not just a blacksmith, which
Yes!
is also good.
That'll
Well, you
work.
don't need to hide it from me. In fact, I'll be your staunchest ally in that.
Thank you.
I'm not like I said, I have my own issues with the Church of Set. So
Thank you. And that'd be it. What about you?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think the
All right.
one who really doesn't know is the elf. I don't know how to approach the elf yet, so we'll go on our way.
So let me make sure I just have this clear for continuity purposes. That so far, the only one who doesn't know is now Alice.
Alice may or may not have inferred it. I mean, that joke that he made to Discordia could that doesn't have to have been metagamed. I mean, if he
Yeah.
was within earshot.
I think it's your choice. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they all went.
I
to
mean, I
camp.
would eventually reveal myself to every one of them. That makes sense.
So
I
ever
mean,
since
I mean, if you think he knows, let's have that conversation.
Okay. Let's do it early morning. I get up. I'm looking around. Everybody's still asleep.
I'm checking the shoes on my horse.
And I go by and go, Alice, something wrong with your horse?
Oh, I was just checking the shoes and making sure there are no rocks.
Oh, okay. You know I can do that for you, right? I'm a blacksmith. Kind of. Sort of.
Yeah, well, I was always raised to care for the animal that was carrying me along. So I thank you for the offer. If a shoe comes loose, I'll know just the word to come looking for.
Gotcha. Would you like to take a walk with me? This is about the forest. I got some questions.
Oh, I love the forest, and at this time of day, absolutely, you can
Beautiful.
hear the trees speaking.
Yes.
Well, you might not be able to hear the trees speaking.
Correct. I don't have.
Alice
any-
probably thinks he's getting to get lucky.
Just
saying.
I think
Can you take a walk with
I
me?
think he's taking it at face value and
Oh, okay.
seeing how it plays out.
And basically, I want to find a place where I know the sun will be revealed on the spot, right?
Sure, I think you have a nose for that.
Yeah. and so I want to get there just before the sun comes up.
Okay, perfect, sure.
And when the sun comes up, it goes.
Oh, now who's the diva?
And when the sun comes up, I go. I need to show you something. Everyone else knows, and I think you may know. And I'll put out my ankh and I'll do my prayer as the sun comes up.
Wow.
So Alice just kind of, quietly, he doesn't avert his face or anything, he just kind of calmly and quietly bows that he's listening and respecting the observance and doesn't say anything.
Yeah. And then after my prayer is done, and I feel obviously the warmth of my God on me, and I go, So, you know, I'm an outlaw to the Church of Set.
It must feel better to say that out loud.
Yes. It's been hard some mornings.
I would think so, although you have taken some lengthy constitutionals from time to time.
Of course.
I thought maybe you were communing with the trees, but I see that was not it.
Yes. The sun is my God. My God is the sun.
You didn't seem like a druid, so, okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Pop my uncle in and back.
All right. Anything else? You started to say something.
With regards to him being a clerk,
Yeah.
my first
I mean,
inclination.
you guys have a conversation.
Yeah.
Well, our first inclination was when he was like doing something weird with that dude he killed, with the
yeah, he was right there.
hippo head and the whole bit, and I just kind of ignored it.
Yes.
Right.
So whenever he does his thing, I kind of just play stupid and look the other direction, and
Right. Just full of Quintus.
I just totally play stupid and move on, and I see nothing.
Right.
Yeah. So
So you don't. Okay. I mean, so you obviously know, but you're playing it very like you don't know.
yeah, because I'm sitting here going, okay, well, this is like completely against the law.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also know that he has some sort of dealing with my father, right?
What did your father say?
He'll take care of you or something.
Yes.
Trust him to defend you with his life.
Okay.
So yes, your father, and I wasn't gonna say it, but I'm glad you said something. You think of it, you realize that your father put you with him, and you kind of play back the conversation
In new
and-
light.
and in
R,
new
R,
light,
R.
and like, oh,
I see what you did there.
you're pretty sure that your father knows.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel better then.
Yeah.
Significantly.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We do not want the Legionnaires to find out.
You think?
That would be really bad.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they just ignored that whole scene. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm not being unrealistic here. I mean, that's a very typical military thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't need to know.
Yeah, it's on a need-to-know basis,
Yeah,
and
you
I don't
need to
need to
know.
Some
know.
guy just went into a girl's tent. I really don't want to get involved in that.
That's right.
Well, she was just beat literally to hell, and so
It's Robin's side of the camp.
yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, let him take care of it.
Next up, an encounter on the road brings shocking news.